If you're wondering why you have to wear long pants at upper secondary school, watch on, as it's likely not what you expected. So, if you think that is a national law, here's the thing. MOE doesn't exactly mandate school uniforms for primary and secondary schools. Every school sets its own uniform rules, so there's no uniformity lah. However, go check the rule pages on the school websites and you will see that most of them say the same thing. Shorts for lower secondary school boys, long pants for upper secondary school boys. But this is a school level, not a national law. Therefore, Singapore schools are implementing this style voluntarily. Why? Well, once again, it came from our British history again lah. The National Library Singapore's own history of school uniforms traced the practice back to colonial era Singapore. Schools were set up along ethnic lines, using traditional dress before standardized uniforms came in. One such example was the Chinese medium Chung Ying School, also known as the Singapore Free School or Chinese Free School, which was established for boys in 1854. You can see from this image there is a very Chinese for the lack of a better word. A separate heritage project, SG Fashion Histories, pulls newspaper archives showing that the British have been doing school uniforms since the 16th or 17th century, and that by the 1930s, basically every English and Chinese school in Singapore had adopted them instead of using traditional dress. We therefore kind of inherited the whole uniform thing from the British, and unless you live under a rock, you'll know that we used to be part of the British. You see, in British school culture, going into long pants was itself a rite of passage. Around age 13 or 14, boys graduated from shorts to long pants, the school way of saying you are becoming a young man now. And when the British colonized their various territories, they brought this custom along, even to places like Singapore, where wearing long pants in 32-degree weather makes zero sense. And the tradition got pushed back too. In 2018, a parent started a change.org petition asking to let upper secondary school boys wear shorts. The argument is that Singapore is tropical, long pants trap heat, and the boys just roll them out in class anyway, and parents have to buy new pants when the existing shorts still fit. Anyways, the petition had closed with 20 supporters, but actually I have a better suggestion. Why not just have aircon in all classrooms? Now, with this, I bet you have another question. Why do we change from using pencil to pen? If you are looking to advertise your business in this channel, we can help you. There are guaranteed views and many big brands have trusted us. Just click on the link in the description. Changing from short pants to long pants might symbolize growth, but that's it, a symbol. The real change is actually when we change from using pencils to pens, because that's when it's no longer a symbol. Most Singapore primary schools switch students from pencil to pen around P3 or P4, with P4 being the most commonly cited compulsory point. But why? Now, while there isn't a hard rule on this, and therefore this is a school level practice, not a national mandate, and there hasn't been any official explanation of this, research on handwriting shows that children typically develop a mature tripod grasp by around age 6, with fine control developing through the early primary years. Lower primary kids make more mistakes and therefore need the erasability pencils give. In other words, kids tend to make fewer mistakes as they grow older, as they can hold a pen better. And that's also how life works. We tend to make fewer mistakes and therefore we are faced with the truth in life. Sometimes mistakes cannot be erased away. Now, if you want to know why we need to wear school uniform in Singapore, watch this. Also, if you want to advertise with us, even as a standalone video, do contact us. Thank you for spending almost 3 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope you learned something.